Hey there lovelies, welcome to my channel where we talk about all things makeup. My name is Maddie and I'd love for us to be friends, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And also leave a comment in the comment section box. Say hi if you're new or hi if you're returning. I'd love to get to know you all. So without further ado, let's get into this video. In this video today we're going to be talking about makeup tools that you didn't know you needed to make your makeup look better. First tool that I'm going to mention, it might be a little obvious, but bear with me. It's a hair clip, okay? So whether it's a claw clip, banana clip, French clip, bobby pin, ponytail, whatever it is, duckbill clip, alligator clip that you're using, you want to use some kind of hair tool to pull your hair back, okay? And the reason for this is that when we're putting on our makeup, you know, our hair gets in our face and then it doesn't make a very clear blend, but also if you, like me, have a widow's peak, you're gonna be missing all of this real estate right here and it's not gonna look very pretty when you don't blend that in. So you wanna make sure you're able to pull all of your hair back clear of your face so that you can get a clean blend up to your ear, maybe into your ear, you know, down your jawline, into your hairline. Make sure that everything is very clear, right? So that's the first one. The second one is a handy dandy microfiber rag or cloth, you could say. And I just get mine, you know, at Walmart or any of your you know, Amazon, local department stores. As you can see, mine is used. I have some that look way more loved than this one that I need to wash. But the reason that this is so handy is that, you know, we like to pump foundation onto our hands, blend cream products on our hands, all that stuff. And you know, what do? You go to your sink, you grab some toilet paper. Instead, keep a rag close by that you can just wipe that off, right? You immediately wipe it off when you're all done. It just keeps your space very clean, keeps your hands clean so that you're not, you know, transferring makeup onto your shirt or, you know, any other stuff. Also, what I like to use it for is wiping chapstick off my lips for putting my lip products on so that they apply best and last longest. Another thing that I like to use it for is wiping off lips, well, not wiping off lipstick, but dabbing it. As soon as I put lipstick on, you know, I dab my lips, and then I'm also going to dab it this way. That way I get all of the excess lipstick off. The next tool that helps you put your makeup on better are brush covers, I guess you could call them. Brush sleeves, we'll go with brush sleeves. The reason that these help your makeup go on better is I'm going to show you. So I have this face brush. This is a Rephr 05, and these are awesome brushes. They're natural bristles, they're really soft, and they're just super, super beautiful. I could sit here and just rub them all day. So you see how this one is like really clean and there's no spray or frayed bristles or loose ones anywhere compared to, and I know these are two different brushes, so bear with me, but then I have this one here. So this one has some bristles here that are kind of, you know, sticking out here. Now, if I were to go and put blush on, those bristles that are out here, they're going to be putting blush in places that I don't want it to be. And so when I go and wash my brushes, when I squeeze out all the excess water from them and I towel dry them a little bit, then I come in and I go ahead and I put them in this brush sleeve. And I let it dry on my towel for 24 to 48 hours like this on the counter. And what this does is that as soon as it's dry, I pull it out and it just creates this beautiful, nice, clean, crisp blush so that when I go and blend, I'm not getting any, you know, makeup anywhere I don't want it to, right? Any bronzer or blush. And the same goes for an eyeshadow. So this is a Rephr 16. And this brush, you know, is an eyeshadow brush. So if I were to come in and try and do swiper motions or, you know, circle motions, if this has any bristles that are like that, you know, this is really going to make my eyeshadow go into places I don't want it to go. And I have hooded eyes, and so I have a lot less real estate than somebody else who has more open eyes. And so I don't want that excess product where I don't want it to be. So these are awesome for making sure that your makeup goes on properly. The next product may seem a little obvious, but I didn't use one for years, and I finally got on board with one, and it is a handheld mirror. So I'm gonna try and show you without too much reflection here. A handheld mirror is so helpful, okay? You have to get on board with it, because if you're trying to do your makeup in your bathroom, you know, you're leaning over your sink, your counter, it's like 5 feet plus of space, and you're really hurting your back and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Maybe your middle as you're trying to lean over and try and really get in there and get your eyeshadow and mascara. Whereas a handheld mirror, if you were to just hold it, you know, you can hold it close, you can hold it as far away as you need. There are some that are magnifying, you know, like me, if you have bad eyes. If you're trying to do your eyeshadow or even eyeliner in a mirror that's a lot farther away, even if it's big, you're gonna really struggle getting those fine details. And so being able to bring that mirror closer so that you can see very clearly how to do that, right? And you can do that in a number of ways. You can do it with, you know, there are blushes that have mirrors. There are eyeshadow palettes that have mirrors, you know, big ones. So you don't have to go out and get a handheld mirror. Another one of my favorites, super versatile when I'm traveling, is this hourglass palette. You don't have to get this one. There's lots of other stuff out there, but what I love is that it has my bronzer, my blush, my highlighter, my powders, and it has a mirror, and it's all compacted so that when I travel, I've got everything all in one place rather than, you know, bringing each of those products with me, plus this handheld mirror that's, you know, the size of my hand. Okay, and then one other tool here that is going to help your makeup go on so much better is a makeup palette. And you can get acrylic ones, you can get plastic, I got metal, you can get these on Amazon. And also, just as a reminder, any products I talk about in any of my videos, I will link down in the description box. But an eyeshadow or not an eyeshadow palette, a makeup palette, you know, a lot of professionals, they like to use these because it just keeps everything very clean. You know, you're able to pump your foundation on here, you can blend your blush on here and then put it on, and it keeps your hands from getting all dirty and everything. And also, if you want to mix any colors or mix foundations, if you've got a lighter one and a darker one, you know, you can mix it all right here on this palette. And then one of the other products I want to talk about that help your makeup go on so much better are razors. Shaving your face. Okay, so I have the typical facial razor right here. So I'm actually a little bit behind. I need to do mine. But this really helps your makeup go on so much better, because if you remove that peach fuzz, you know, your face is super soft. The makeup is able to kind of become one with your skin rather than sitting on top and competing with the peach fuzz. Because when you're trying to put on makeup, when you've got peach fuzz, you're putting makeup on the peach fuzz, you're putting it on your skin, and what happens is it just looks really cakey and heavy, right? So if you take off that peach fuzz, and it also takes off, you know, extra dead skin cells, and it acts as a really good exfoliator for your skin, and your makeup will just look so much better. Plus, reality check, we've all got mustaches. Mine's all blonde, but my husband prefers it shaved too. So if you want to feel a little bit more feminine, that's another tip there. I also have, you know, just a regular razor, traditional. You can, you know, do this in the bathroom. You can do it in the shower if you're confident without doing it without a mirror. If you're a little bit scared of, you know, this one, because I have nicked myself a couple of times with this one, and that's just not fun. So if you're more confident, you know, you can use this one. If you're not, go ahead and use this one. There's lots of options out there. All right. I think that comes to the conclusion of our video here. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you coming and watching this today. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that I can create more awesome content like this for you guys. And leave a comment down below. What makeup tools do you use that help your makeup go on better? And I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!